Hello guys, what's good? Welcome to new trading week, and we wish you a fruitful week ahead. So let's dive into the chart. Let's see what the weekly analysis are for us this week. Let's know what the market says about the week. Where is the market going this week? So let's dive straight into the chart for the week. So this week we have to first of all look at the dollar index. The dollar index this week closed on a daily resistance, which shows we are expecting a pullback from the dollar index this week before we see the uptrend and continuation. So we know we need to know the monthly direction also to also give our trade a hedge. Let's look at the new month. Let's look at the new month also close. On my monthly chart, you can see that price closed above an important level on the monthly chart. I see that this level is a support level on the monthly chart. I see that price closed above it. This shows that we are expecting a pullback of price back to this area on the monthly chart. Shows that so long price closed above this support level, shows that we are expecting a pullback of price back to this area before we see a downtrend or we see a up continuation. So USD index, the dollar index, still showing a sign of what? A sign of downtrend, but we must see a pullback to the top this month before we see the downtrend. We might see price pulling back to this area, then we see price coming down. Or if price closes above this area on the monthly chart, we see price moving higher from that level. Because we see from the monthly chart structure, we are seeing a uptrend from the monthly chart structure. We are seeing a uptrend from the monthly chart structure. So it shows that the monthly charts we see have a higher chances of price moving higher. So let's look at the weekly chart. Let's see how the weekly chart, what the weekly chart is saying about this week. So on my weekly chart this week, you can see that price also closed on the weekly resistance, and it's telling us that you need to see a retest before price continue to move up. So from the weekly chart, you can see these levels are previous resistance, but they are all turned back to support now. So this level is also resistance. Then these levels are now previous resistance, now turned back to support. So what are we expecting this week? I'm seeing price to do a retest, then we'll see price continue to this level. So price must test this level before we see any change of downtrend or uptrend continuation. If price fail to break above this level, to close above this level, we see price coming down. But if price close above this area, that it shows that we see price continue to move up. That is for the weekly analysis for the dollar index. So let's look at the daily chart. Let's see what the daily chart have for us on the daily chart for the dollar index. On my daily chart, you can see that it's still showing a sign of what? A price reversal on the daily chart for the dollar index. The daily chart is still telling us that there will be a reversal of price for markets to do a retest of these levels before we see the uptrend continuation. And this level is also the weekly. This level is also the weekly what? The weekly support level that is showing on the weekly chart that price will retest this area before we see the uptrend continuation. So the dollar index for us this week, we will see a retest, then we see the uptrend continuation for the dollar index. So let's look at Euro USD. The next pair we're looking at the Euro USD. The Euro USD is still showing a sign of what? It's still showing a sign of uptrend on the daily chart, but we have a new month at hand. Let's look at the monthly chart. Let's look at what the monthly charts have to say about Euro USD. So before we make analysis of the Euro USD, if you are new to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the like button so that you'll be notified when new videos are being uploaded. So let's continue with the weekly analysis. So from my monthly chart, you can see that the Euro USD on the monthly chart, you can see price close on what? A monthly resistance, and price also telling us that from the monthly chart, you can see what the Euro USD do on the monthly chart is also a sign that we see a retest and price continue to go. But if price fail to retest that place, we see price coming down, because the major structure of on the Euro USD still stand as what downtrend, because we see we have a higher high, lower high, lower high. These are a sign that the Euro USD, the major trend of the Euro USD on the monthly chart, still on a downtrend. So long with we have this a higher level, then we are seeing the major downtrend. But what I'm seeing this month, if this level fail to hold Euro USD, we see price coming down. But if that level holds strong, we see price doing retest and we see price pushing higher. So Euro USD on the monthly chart is still showing us on a downtrend, but we are, because of this support, because of this resistance that turned to a support level on the monthly chart. Because of this level, this is a resistance level, and I turn to what a support level on the monthly chart. So if price retest it, we see price continuation. But if price fail to do that, we see price continue resuming its downtrend for Euro USD. So let's look at the weekly chart of the Euro USD. So on my weekly chart now, you can see that currently now Euro USD is on what? On the resistance level on the weekly chart. Yes, these levels are my resistance levels. It was the previous support level there, which turned to what? The resistance level. You can see that these levels are now the resistance level. You can see that price is currently on the resistance level. What are we expecting for the Euro USD now? We are expecting price to peak area of what? Supply before we see the downtrend movement. I'm expecting Euro USD to come back to this level. So let's draw our area of what? Area we expected to sell Euro USD and area we expected to buy Euro USD. So I'll be expecting Euro USD for buy opportunity around this area. Then I'll be expecting a sell opportunity around this area for Euro USD. I'll be looking for a sell opportunity around this area, or I'll be looking for a sell opportunity around this area for Euro USD. So Euro USD for me this week is still what? Downtrend this week. I'm getting price will continue to move down into this my buying zone. So I'm expecting price to come down, this to do a retest and come down this week into my buy zone. Then if price fail to break this buying zone, you see price heading back to the top. So that is my weekly analysis for the Euro USD. So let's go into the daily chart. Let's see. So on the daily chart, you can see that the Euro USD is still currently in what? In a uptrend structure. The market on the Euro USD is still currently in what? An uptrend structure. You can see that we have this lower low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. So what we're expecting this week, we expect price to do a retest. We expect the price to do a retest, then we see our price dropping from this area. We might see price dropping from this area, we might see price dropping from this area. So we should keep our eyes on these two levels, here and also here. So if price fail to drop from here, we might see price dropping from these other levels. So Euro USD for us this week, you should look out for what? For sell opportunity for Euro USD for us this week. Look out for sell opportunity. You can, if those who can trade retracement, you can also look for a buy opportunity to trade to this level before this sell. But for me, I don't trade retracement. I'll wait for a major movement for Euro USD for me to sell this week. So the next pair I'm looking at now, I'm looking at the GBPUSD USD. I'm looking at the GBPUSD USD from the monthly chart. Is also close on the resistance level, and we also convert a resistance to support on the GBPUSD, which means we'll be seeing a major retest before we see the option continuation for the GBPUSD. So on the monthly chart now, you can see that the GBPUSD did a retest of this level. We need to do a retest of this level before we see price moving up, or if price fail to hold on this level, we see price continue to move down, because the major structure on the GBPUSD is still pointing downward. You can see that we are still pointing what? In downward. The major structure of the GBPUSD is still pointing what? Downward. So what we'll be expecting this month, we're expecting a retest, then we continue to push higher for the GBPUSD USD. But if price fail to hold on this level, that means we continue to move down. So let's look at the weekly chart. Let's see what the weekly chart says about the GBPUSD. So GBPUSD on the weekly chart still currently on the what? GBPUSD on the weekly chart still currently on the what? Resistance level for GBPUSD USD. You can see that price around the resistance level here, on the resistance level here. So what I was expecting for GBP USD this week, I was expecting it to retest, then we see price dropping to this our buy zone. So our buy zone this week now, our buy zone for the GBP USD will be this level. So I'm expecting GBP USD to do a retest of this area before we see the uptrend continuation. So the GBP USD needs to do a retest of this area on the weekly chart, this weekly buying zone, then we see price pushing higher. So that is my analysis for what the GBP USD. That means we see retest, then we see price pushing down, then before we see the uptrend. So let's look at the daily chart for GBP USD. On my daily chart, you can see currently we are currently on a support level on the daily chart, which shows that we are clear. There's a clear chance of price reversal for the GBP USD. There's a clear chance of price reversal for GBP USD on the daily chart, which shows that we do a retracement of price back to the top before we see the downtrend confirmation. So we do a retest. So we do a retest. Then after the retest, then before we see price dropping, or we might also see price doing a retest from this level also. Price might do a retest from this level, which is a little pushback, then we see price dropping to this weekly support level. So GBP for us this we see a downtrend, but we see a retest before we see a downtrend continuation for GBP USD. So let's go our next pair. So our next pair we're looking at the Australia USD. Australia USD on the monthly chart is still currently on a uptrend. So we see retest, then we see price continue to move higher. So what are we expecting from the Australia USD this month from the monthly chart? We see price doing a retest, then we see price pushing higher for Australia USD. But the major trend of the Australia USD we are seeing on a downtrend. You can see that the structure of the market on the Australia USD is still on the downtrend of the monthly chart. So let's look at the weekly chart. So on my weekly chart, you can see clearly that Australia USD has break a major trend line on the weekly chart, which is this level. This is a major trend line. Price has closed above it. So long price close above it, you might see a retest of this level, then see price pushing higher, or we might see just a retest. Price might retest this level, then before see price pushing higher. So I'm expecting a retest on Australia USD before we see price pushing higher, because these areas are still resistance, value resistance level. So this area is still value resistance level. We have a resistance here. So we have a support here, we have a resistance at the top, we have a resistance at the top. So Australia USD for us, a safe place for us to buy Australia USD is this area. So we expect price to come back to this area, then we see price pushing back to the top. So let's look at the daily chart for the Australia USD. The daily chart for Australia USD is still showing a sign of reversal. So it shows that we are currently on a resistance area on the Australia USD. So it shows that this level is a resistance level. So this area is also a resistance level. It shows that we see price retest, then we see price continue to the down to this weekly support zone before we see the major pushback to the top. So that is my analysis for Australia USD. So the next pair we'll be looking at now, we'll be looking at the USD card. From my monthly chart, you can see that the USD card is still telling you, because on the monthly chart, you can see that price close on the monthly chart, price close on is support level here. This level is what? The monthly support level, which also you see a resistance, a support level that also turned to what? Resistance on the monthly chart. You can see that card converted this support level into a resistance, which means we'll see price retest, then we'll see the market continue downward. So USD card this month we expect price to do a retest, then we'll see price continue down. So USD card will hit monthly support level, but we see from the monthly chart on the USD card we have no major direction, but we are seeing on a range on the monthly chart for USD card. So let's look at the weekly chart of the USD card. On the weekly chart, price is currently on the support level on USD card. You can see that we are currently on the support level here. You can see we are also support level here, which shows that this level here is a support level, which shows that we are expecting price to do a retest of this resistance before we see the downtrend. But if this resistance fail to hold, we'll see this area before we see the downtrend. So but I'm expecting price to do a retest. I'm expecting price to do a retest, and there must be a confirmation of price for me to see a retest. Then we see price continue down because price need to hit this level because of the monthly direction. So let's look at the daily chart for the USD card. The USD card on the daily chart, it shows that price is currently on what? On the support, on a resistance level. So we are on the resistance level on the USD card. Then we also expect a retest. Then we see price continue to move up. So these areas are resistance level. Here is a resistance level. So what we expect from price this week now, we see price doing a retest of this support level. Then we see price pushing back to this area. So if price fail, we see more uptrend confirmation. Then price hold, we see price pushing down to complete the downtrend structure for the USD card. So that is my analysis for USD card. So let's go to our next pair, which is gold. Our next pair to make analysis is gold. Gold on the monthly chart is still showing a strong uptrend and momentum. But what I'm expecting from gold USD, you can see that price has converted this particular resistance to support. So we expect a price to do a retest of this level. So we expect price to do a retest, then we see price pushing higher from the monthly chart. So let's look at the weekly chart for the gold. So on the weekly chart, you can see that we have a resistance that turn towards support. We have these levels are what? Resistance that turn towards support. So what we're expecting for gold this week, we're expecting gold to do a retest of those levels that is turned towards to support. So we expect gold this week to do a retest of this area or this area, then we see price continue to higher. So I'm expecting gold to touch 3,000 this year or next year. So gold is expected to touch 3,000. So I'm expecting a pullback, then we see the uptrend continuation. But if price fail, say price close below this level, we expect a price to do a retest, then we continue to move down to this major level, because you can see this level on the monthly chart is still a major level. Let's go back to the monthly chart. Let me show you. So on the monthly chart, you can see that we still have a major level to retest here in the monthly chart. This level is a major level to retest for gold. So price is expected to come back to that level. Price is expected to come back to this level. So we don't know when the price will start to do that, because the monthly chart is still showing a sign of uptrend continuation. So we don't know yet. So until the monthly chart gives us that sign that I want to do the retest now, before we know that the price want to resume the downtrend movement. So for now, we are still expecting gold to push higher until gold make up its mind that okay, I want to retest that particular support level. So let's see. This week we expect price to come down and do a retest. We look out for confirmation that we see price continue to up on one, or if price will see price will come down to this level. Then if price fail to break this level, we see price up, or we see if price break this level, we see price move higher and continue to drop down to this area. So let's look at our daily chart. So on my daily chart, you see that gold is currently on the support level. So which shows that we might see a retest, then before we see downtrend continuation. But this level is still a support level on the daily chart. So we expect price to do a retest back to this region. Then if price close on the resistance level, we look at the opportunity to set the gold back to this area. So gold will do a retest of this level. You see price retesting this level or this level before we see the uptrend continuation. So gold on the daily chart still remain uptrend. You can see that we have the uptrend structure for gold. We are seeing the uptrend, we are seeing uptrend, we are seeing uptrend for gold. We are currently in the uptrend for gold. So when we see this retest this week, then we'll see price heading higher for gold. So that is my analysis for gold. So my next pair I'll be looking at now, I'm looking at the US30. US30 is still pushing higher. There's no sign of retracement now for US30, but for now, let's keep our eye in touch. I see price still pushing higher. So what I'll be setting for US30, I see price on the monthly chart, price to retest that level, then we see price pushing higher. So we might be seeing price doing retest of this level, then we see price pushing higher from the monthly chart. So let's look at the daily chart. Yeah, the weekly chart. On my weekly chart, you can see that price has also converted a resistance to support, which means price has converted this resistance to support, which means now see a little reverse and then we see price pushing higher for the US30. So let's look at the daily chart of the US30. So on my daily chart for US30 is currently in uptrend now. So what we're expecting for US30, we're expecting a retracement for US30. So we're looking for a buy opportunity inside these levels for US30. If price did the retest of this US30 on US30, price do a retest on this level, we look at your buy opportunity back to the top. So that is my analysis for the week. Thank you for staying to the end of the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and also click the like button so that when I post subsequent videos, you'll be notified. Thank you for watching my video.